All right, my realtor friends, let's talk about AI because so many people are confused, scared, excited. They don't know what's going to happen with AI. So I just kind of wanted to come on and do a quick video for you to give you some do's and don'ts and some things to look out for with AI. Because depending on how you approach AI and technology, right, you can substitute AI with a lot of the technology stuff. It's either going to be your best friend or your worst enemy, right? So if somebody comes in and completely ignores AI, and doesn't use it, yeah, it does become a problem for you because you don't utilize it in your business, you don't understand it, and you don't realize the potential of it, right? Somebody who is more savvy, as an example, will understand that AI can completely replace your marketing department. You can go on Chat GPT and put in a prompt, hey, I just got this listing, blah, 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 and put in a couple lines, and it'll spit out for you all the neighborhood data, crime statistics, local school board ratings, like all the stuff that you would normally have to look for. You can just put it in a prompt and it'll pull it all up for you. So again, it could be your best friend or your worst enemy. So what I would basically recommend to realtors here is play around with it, get to know it, get to understand it. You know, if you can do a little bit of a class or some sort of certification with it, I'd recommend you do it. Or at the very least, take a couple nights a week for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and just play around with it and maybe watch some YouTube videos and just understand the basics of it. That way you can utilize it. Because when you utilize it, then you're good. I think the wrong mindset that people are adopting with this thing is they're like, oh, I can just use AI. And they're thinking from a position of laziness. Oh, AI can just call my leads. Well, I actually had one of my students try to implement that where he had an AI bot call his leads, and he said immediately all his leads and people in his database were complaining. They're like, dude, I don't want to talk to a robot. I want to talk to you. So he stopped it, right? So now I didn't recommend that he do that, but he went ahead and did it because he thought, well, maybe it could get me out of making the calls so I could just have the AI call them, right? How about you set up the AI to do the automated emails or to send out reminders or to be kind of like your mini assistant with all the stuff that you're doing, right? That would be the right way to go about this thing. So we just have to think strategically and how we're going to implement these things. Because at the end of the day, if I was an agent, the only reason that right now I would be upset or thinking like, oh my God, AI can replace me is if I believe that I'm useless. If I have no expertise, if I don't know anything, if I genuinely, again, don't understand the market, don't understand the inventory, if I really have no clue how to do a transaction, like if I totally was clueless, then maybe I could say, hey, I'm not working hard. I'm kind of lazy. I don't know anything. Yeah, AI is going to replace me. To me, it's no different than realtors who hesitate to call a for sale by owner because they think the for sale by owner knows just as much as them or is better than them. Well, if that's the case, yeah, don't call them. Because if you don't believe in what you can do and you really can't deliver the result, then don't call them. Then you're right. Don't call them. But see, that's a skill issue. It's not that they don't need a realtor, it's literally a skill issue. You can't deliver or you can't perform. That's fine. Then you work on it, then you can perform, then you can call them. Then you can contact them, then you can convert them, right? So think of AI as the same thing. AI is a fantastic technology. I've been messing around with it. I've used it to create some YouTube thumbnails, some marketing stuff, and it's pretty cool what you can do with it. And I haven't even gone extensively with it, right? I have my team on the back end doing some stuff. We've transcribed with AI a lot of the lectures that I've done in the past to give people cliff notes, in my coaching program. So we've implemented it to a degree. Same thing with, prompts and automatic messaging and that kind of thing. And it's cool. So we've integrated and used it. It's just, it hasn't replaced us. And for those of you who are more well-versed in the transactional space of real estate, you know that AI is not going to resolve a negotiation. There's going to be a lot of sticking points and bottlenecks for AI in a transaction most of the time, right? And you have to understand that. So even let's grant the argument that AI takes over. Just like real estate agents for the most part, let's say a lot of real estate agents become obsolete. Well, there's still going to be a sector of the market that needs us. Because what you guys forget is all these people ranting and raving online and complaining and going to my comment section and your comment section and, oh, realtors are useless and they're not worth it and they're overpaid and they're useless middlemen, like whatever they say, right? I've heard all that over the years. Those aren't people who are buying and selling real estate, y'all. I repeat, those are not people who are buying and selling real estate. Those are just the people who sit in their mom's basement and complain. So will there be some people, like I could think of myself as an example. I bought and sold, some property. I own maybe I could use AI and be comfortable. Now, I wouldn't do that because I still want to see an agent or a friend of mine or a relationship get the deal. So I'm still going to make sure that they get paid. But that's me. But in that instance, because I'm comfortable and I've done it a lot, it would make sense logically and rationally that I could use an AI. So some people will, and that's okay. Just like some people go FISBO. But in spite of AI and technology, FISBO numbers are going down, y'all. So you have to take a look at the data, not what people are ranting and raving and screaming about online. It's easier than ever now to sell it on your own in technology and AI and marketing, and less people are going FISBO because the market is tougher. Remember builders a couple years ago wouldn't offer you a commission? Now they're begging you and offering you bonuses to bring them a buyer. So understand there's a lot more factors in place than just us being a middleman and being overpaid or whatever it is that people say. So when it comes to this AI thing and technology, take it with a grain of salt and understand that just like anything, there's going to be evolution. There's going to be change. And that's all it is. Fundamentally, your business is the same. Because right now, if you ignored social media and online, you could still make a lot of money. I have a couple students I can think of right now. Teresa, almost 600,000 that she made this year in my Distinguished Agent program, and Tyler, just under 300,000. They don't even use social media. They don't even use AI or social media, and 300,000. And those are just two examples. I can give you a million more. So understand that fundamentally your job still is the same with some tweaks and some changes. So add this in and complement it in, just like when social media came in. It's a powerful tool. But if you just sit there and you consume social media, it does nothing for you. But if you create, you understand it, you apply a lot of the principles that I've taught you over the years, now your social media becomes a weapon. It becomes your personal brand. Then you can do stuff like I did, where you grow and you evolve beyond real estate and make passive residual income and invest in real estate and have other businesses and all this other stuff versus just being a realtor, which was always my aspiration from day one. And now I'm teaching other people to do that. Same thing with just building their business the traditional way. But now more than ever, a lot of the traditional stuff in real estate is infinitely more powerful. Like right now, if you're watching this, get on the phones and get on the doors. You will have massive success if you get good. I'm telling you. And for those of you who are really looking to make a change this year, schedule a call with me or go to my website. Let's talk about getting you on my coaching program. That absolutely will transform you. Because if you're willing to consistently create social media content, hit the phones, hit the doors, work your database, and do a lot of the basic stuff, you will have a great year. You will make 100K, 200K, 300K, because I've seen dozens and dozens of my students this year do it in one of the toughest markets. It's possible. In spite of AI and Zillow and the RICO case and all the drama that you guys see. But you have to, again, keep your focus narrow and do what it is that you need to do. And for the meantime, splash in some time, educate yourself on AI, get to know it, learn how to incorporate it, learn how to add it into your business. But don't freak out. Don't try to replace every task with AI and automate your business. And then at the same time, don't ignore it completely. Learn it, utilize it, see it for what it is. If you do that, you'll be more than fine. And that's kind of the just general wisdom and 2 cents that I can impart on this subject, because I just really think a lot of people don't look at a lot of these things rationally. Right? And that's why lately I've been having fun on Instagram and TikTok making these videos that have kind of gotten a lot of views, where I take the opposite take. Oh, realtors are a waste of time. Realtors are overpaid bums, this and that, right? So I really just hope that you guys watch this all the way through to the end and you, again, implement. This is my recommendation overall to sum up the video. Implement and ignore. Ignore all the noise and the nonsense and the people trying to freak you out and what do they call it? Rage baiting, right? I just learned that word because I don't understand all the freaking online lingo. And just do what it is that you're supposed to do and focus on your world, your purpose, your goals, and where you're going. And that's it. Otherwise, you're going to be so distracted and pulled a million different ways that you're not going to get anything done, okay? Anything else I can do for you guys, let me know. Grab some of the free stuff in the description as well. That way you can get on my email list and grab some freebies. Other than that, appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you on the next video. All right? Peace.